So how are we even going to start this tutorial? I'm either going to start with the controls. There's actually not much to learn about the controls. Run is run, left is right, right is left. However, unlike Jazz 1, your character does slide a lot. Like, if I try to turn, you don't get it straight away. So similar to Sonic in that respect. The first game didn't have that problem, this one does. Why is he red? That's not Jazz, that's Spaz, that's his brother thing, I think. So the reason he plays Spaz to get the world record is because Spaz can double jump. Like a boss. Making him the best character to run the game is. Now here you may, some people may have noticed that I'm starting the level from a different spot, and that's because there are some levels where Spaz and Jazz will spawn at a different spot. Okay. So for this area it's quicker to try to... Okay, I'm not doing it right. Because this bat is distracting, get out of here. It's best to jump for bars than it is to take a spring, because when you take a spring you will keep a lot of your height. Like I'll demonstrate it here. If I go on this spring and hit these poles, I will gain a huge amount of height and completely miss shot what I'm aiming for. So what you want to do is when you come across these balls, you want to jump into them instead. That way you get a much lower height. Now this boss is totally random. She does one of two attacks. She'll either scream or she'll stomp. Now the amount of attacks she does in a single cycle is random. She can do one attack, or two, or three, or four, or five, or six. Optimally you want at least one for every attack. Also, in order to make sure she actually moves back, you need to make sure you shoot her 3 times, otherwise she'll stand there and not move. See, I only had twice there, shouldn't I? She actually gave me a good pattern, but never mind. This glitch I do here is actually kind of easy. All you need to do is run into her and then hold jump. Now, at the end of every stage, if you keep firing, it's kind of like Jazz 1, if you keep firing the score screen will come up quicker and you can skip the level faster. How high? Now a little fact about these lizards, these flying ones. When it comes, these guys like to block your run all the time. When they're in the air, they have 4 health, and will keep all 4 health until they hit the ground, and then they'll be reduced to 1 health. This is why these guys are like some of the greatest card blockers ever, and why you really don't want to accidentally drop them off, because then they'll just block your path. Some of them, only some of them though, will drop the helicopter and you can grab it, and run away with it. You can get some extra air in some areas. Now if you hold jump before the level loads, which I'm doing right now, you'll jump as soon as the level starts, so you can take advantage of this in a lot of levels. Taking a nice start. Oops, that was bad. It's being sloppy. Also, any poles that are horizontal, avoid at all costs. If you can, avoid them, because they do waste a lot of time. Now bubbles are really good in this game, because when you get hit, you do not take knockback. However, there is also the side effect that bubbles have a higher chance of crashing the game. And that is unfortunately due to bad coding. Alright, so before we do this, I need to explain about karate kicking. Nope. Karate kicking is down by down and jump. Whenever you hit an enemy, you're probably guaranteed to kill them, but bosses are a different story. If you karate kick a boss, you'll come to a complete stop. So what you want to do is get inside the boss and kick the shit out of him. And he dies fairly quick, that method. Now, not every boss, this does not apply to every boss. Some bosses you can't do it with. Alright, there's not much to really discuss on these stages. That I can think of anyway. Oh wait, here's one small route thing you want to do. You're gonna kill this rat. So the quickest way to deal with this part here is to get to the 4th hook in one jump. Like that. That's the highest hook you can reach, and it only takes one jump. If you go to the 3rd one, you're gonna have to take 2 jumps, so it's a little bit extra time spent. Also, a little skip here for the only works with spads, so you can sneak in the pipe through that way. Oh, Sugar Rush, didn't want it. Actually really bad that I got it right now. Whatever. So Sugar Rushes are given to you on 100 food. Unfortunately, because I've been playing it slowly and I've been picking up a lot of stuff as I go along, I've got a lot more food than usual. What you usually want to do is get the Sugar Rush on this stage at the very beginning. Roughly around the 4 pieces of cheese here is when you want a Sugar Rush. If you don't get it there, then you can get it off above. Yeah, roughly around here. This is another good spot to get up here as well, because you can take it a little further. Sugar Rushes make you invulnerable, and you can also break breakable blocks without needing to stomp on them. This doesn't count shooting blocks though, you still need to shoot those. Whoops. So I like to call this the 6-minute tube. If you get here in the 6-minute mark, then you're on world record pace. If you don't, you probably want to reset. So this boss is kind of random. Okay, he was next to me that time. So you just want to apply the same tactic again, take a hit, run inside him, and then just try to kick him till he dies. Hey Fish, how's it going? Oh shit. Whoops, I did it again. Okay, so I know what happened there. Alright, so for this episode you want to pick up as many missiles as you can. And not get hit. The reason being is that this boss has a weakness to missiles. And you cannot use your karate kick trick on him, so you have to stockpile rockets. Getting through here without taking a hit is really hard. This requires a lot of practice. The best way to get through this part is because there's a lizard sitting here who's a pain in the ass, right there. The best angle to take this in is to karate kick and care of that guy, because what will happen is if you run in, both lizards will aggro and they'll both chase you at the same time, and you're bound to get hit by at least one of them. Oh shit. Nice jump. Another thing to also do in this run is to pick up ice cubes. Try to catch as many as you can. Because ice cubes play a very important role in the last boss. Yeah, they probably could actually, but those games are much more well known. Oops. Hey, Buff Seagull. So here's a little interesting thing. So this only applies to the more recent versions of the game. As you can see, those spikes are down, there's nothing there. But yet I still, hold on, I'll try that again, because they just popped up. No spikes, and yet I still take damage. That's because of bad programming. However, for spaz this isn't a problem, you can still maintain speed as long as you karate kick through them. You'll still take the damage, but you'll maintain full speed. So unless you get through that easier. For Jazz and Laurie, however, you just need to take the hit and run. There's nothing else you can do about it. And here is a similar case. You just kind of need to avoid these spikes, or this thing just try to kick there to avoid them all. So one thing you never ever want to happen in a run, especially in this stage, is to get hit by any of these smoke rings. Your controls are backwards and you're taking to minimum speed. You have to wait for it to wear off. Now I picked these up in my route, and they're kind of important that you do, as well as the power. Oh god, I have barely any of them. I'm gonna be worried on the boss now. So, in terms of items, you want rockets, you want bouncers, and you want ice cubes. You'll also want TNT, but that's for later in the game. You don't need using it. Probably not a good idea to use it now anyway. Alright, so this is the thing I mentioned in today's Jazz stream. If you hold jump before a level loads, you will jump as soon as the level starts. So I'm going to do that right now. Hold jump, and you avoid the water trigger. And to prove this, I will save the game. Right? And I'm going to jump, and there's going to be water. Water. There it is. There we go. What the? My game didn't save. What? You all saw me save that, right? Oh god. Back to the drawing board. Hold on a minute. That was really strange. Oh, is it loud? Okay, I can change that. I didn't know the game was loud or not, nobody told me. There we go. Should be a bit better. As I say, it's really hard to get through there without a hit. Take a hit, that's not the end of the world. Again, karate kick. See, you didn't aggro there. That's kind of what you want. Now, because I'm playing the secret files, there is a very high chance that my game might crash since I've just loaded a game. That seems to significantly increase the chances of your game crashing for some reason. Ah. Nice, perfect. Alright, so we'll just demonstrate it here. Just, oh, whoops. That's not how you demonstrate it, but never mind. I just walked a bit too far forward. Anyway, I needed to restart this episode because 2 of the items we need were deleted as a result of that game not loading properly, or saving properly. They may be unhappy that I got world record today, Scuff. That might be what it is. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Even though Jazz get cut from HDQ, I'm doing fine. I'm just more salty about the fact that other games get in that shouldn't have get in. Yeah, Jazz get cut. Hold on a second. I can give you the list right there. That is a list, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's the Google Docs. The cut. There's a cut tab that tells you which games have been cut and why they've been cut. And I have to say, I'm not entirely in agreement with the reason for Jazz, but fuck it, it's not my marathon. I can't do anything about it. Hey Mug. Being salty right now. Alright, so back here again. I'm going to try saving it and see if it works. Right, so I'm holding jump right now. And up we go. Right, let's try saving it this time. Game saved. Load game. Right, it's not saving my game. Load game. That doesn't make sense. This screenshot is from this third last level, not the level we're on. Alright, fuck it. I probably can't rely on saves. Alright, so we've got 27 rockets. We need a bit more than that. We need at least 60 rockets. A lot of them are for this boss, but a lot of them are useful later. Oh shit. Alright, let's see if this works. So coming up is a huge wave of fish. Now what I like to do is stand here and hope everything goes well. Yep, jumped over that. Stay down. Jump up. Fall down, jump. There we go. That's probably as quick as you can do it without taking a hit. Probably do it a little faster actually. Alright, so those, oh, I've only got 51, but that should still be enough, hopefully. One thing you want to keep your eye on is whenever this weapon is used up, it will automatically change to ice cubes. If you use the ice cube on this boss, it will fully heal him. So do not. So like, just keep your eye on your ammo. Do not accidentally fire an ice cube or your run's dead. Oh shit! Oh my god. Also, you want to make sure Spaz sticks to the ground here, like that. So a couple of people might have noticed something wrong with that fight. Notice you didn't have the 6 rotating orbs. I'm telling you right now, I have absolutely no idea why he doesn't have those. And that makes the boss a lot faster, but I've never been able to do that before. I'll need to look into that later. I'm trying to do a tutorial and I've just found a new glitch. This game is full of surprises. So this stage is infamous because of bees fucking everywhere. And some of the worst places. Alright. I'm going to see if I can demonstrate this, because this is something you need to keep your eye on. Alright. Load. Okay. I can't do it right now, it's kind of hard. There we go. Right. If you accidentally jump and get stuck in there, you are in fact stuck. Your run is dead, there is no way out. That's happened to me in a run before, so just try to avoid that at all costs. It's surprisingly easy to do. Whoops. Yeah, Scuff and Things, I don't know if you heard, but Jazz was actually cut from AGDQ. I think I've mentioned this like 5 times already, but I'll mention it again. The only game I had has been cut from AGDQ. Predictably, actually, I had this huge nagging in the back of my head that this game was not gonna make it. And it didn't make it. And as a result, I don't know if I can be fucked going. There's a lot of money to go to do fuck all, really. Shit, okay. Whoa, slow down. Okay. Back up. No, Jazz, back up. Spaz, cooperate. Thank you. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. One thing you want to do there is not touch the spring. You just want to fall down, because bouncing off these spring areas are kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. This is a really hard jump. And there is a backup strat if it fails. So, let's see if we can do it first time. Nope, didn't do it first time. So, basically what you're supposed to do here is run down here, push that box, and then the bridge appears. But you can skip this entirely if you do a really precise jump. But the timing of it needs to be really good. So... Nope, too early. Too early again. There we go, perfect. It's really difficult to do, because if you're too early, you'll bounce your head off of the top of that, and if you're too late, you just won't make the jump. However, if you do fail this in a run, there's a backup strat. If you run in here and get a small run up going, you can double jump straight up. Like that, there you go. So you only lose a second if you need to do the backup strat, but it's not that bad overall. Oh yeah, what a record today, which was pretty fucking sweet. Kind of a mixed bag day. I got a new world record and my game has been removed. Not much you can do about it though. Those are the breaks. Sugar Rush out of nowhere. Granted, this I did have to restart in a weird episode due to glitches. Yeah, this game glitches a lot, just remember that. Okay, so there's a little trick here to skip this entire pinball section. Hold jump and then double jump as soon as you're halfway across. You'll teleport in here and then teleport up there, which is a much quicker way of getting out. If you're Jazz or Laurie, you do have to go into the pinball section and try to get your way out, which is a pain in the ass. Let me grab these because I think I'm low on numbers. Alright, so, if you get stuck in these, this takes forever to get through. So the trick to getting through here quickly is to just credit kick. That'll get you through a bit much quicker. Now, if I remember rightly, these platforms, they start cycling from when the level loads. And I think if you come there the fastest you possibly can, you will always be too late for it. So don't worry about it if you miss it, it usually means that you're actually fast enough to make it there in time. Another thing I should probably mention is that you can't fire as fast as you can in the Jazz 1, because there's kind of a cut-off per bullet, and I think it's like a 3-frame cut-off or something like that. I can't even remember the exact number. But you can only fire every so many frames, and if you try to shoot between those frames, you won't actually shoot at all. Like, it's not something you can buffer, he just will not shoot. So this game's a bit lenient on the button mashing, you don't have to be as hard. Now this part here, you may notice that I'm shooting up right now, but this thing is not taking any damage, and that's because for some reason it's too low down. There are two ways you can destroy this: change to another weapon, or don't look up and fire. It's better as Spaz to just change weapon though, because he has to jump and shoot it. So this right here is the biggest skip in this game, and can only be done as Spaz. And much like the other jump in the diamond stage, this requires a precise jump. So you want to be here, you want a full run up, and you want to jump as late as possible on this platform. Missed it. Now you need to time your double jump perfectly in order to get up there. You don't want to do it too early or too late. And you'll end up standing in this little part here. And then all you need to do is press jump and left at the same time to get out. And that's you. That skips half the map. It's a good 19 seconds saved or something like that. Don't know the exact number. Alright, so this stage was another reason why we picked up missiles. I have a lot of them now because I picked up some extra ones, but no, that's RF missiles, you don't want those. These Casper ghosts are a pain in the ass. They don't die in one hit from your blaster, and they move in such a stupid pattern and are almost guaranteed to hit you. So what you want to do is pull out the missiles and one-shot them. Now, roughly around this time, you might actually pick up a Sugar Rush, and when that happens, then go to town. Okay, now, if you remember back in the hippie stage, we picked up some bouncers and the upgrade for it. This is the reason why. This boss is extremely hard to hit with any other weapon. Except the bouncers, which fire straight down when you fire them. And if you get the upgraded version, you do double damage. So for this boss, you have to go a specific route. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight in at the bottom, then jump up to each window until I get to the top. That will position them perfectly. And done. Alright, see you later, Buff Seagull. Hey, Ultimario. Alright, so this stage is a little bit more of a pain in the ass. The monkeys have 3 health. This means that no weapon can kill them in 1 hit. So you want to try and avoid them, if you can. One weapon you can use though is the ice cubes, but it's recommended you keep your ice cube ammo as spaz for the final boss, because you really need the ice cubes for the final boss. Right, so this is a stage where I usually pick up all the ice cubes, and also once again the broken rule applies there, so if you just fire straight forward you'll shoot the thing above your head. I think I'm close to a sugar rush, which is this is actually a good spot to get as well. Oh, nice shot, monkey! Holy shit! What a pro! Alright, so for this upcoming section, there are walls filled with 4-star blocks, but you may have noticed down below there's a couple of 1-star blocks, and that's what you want to aim for as spaz. So here, there's 2 up here, so you just want to jump up here and get these. Here I don't do that because I can actually shoot before I get to these things and do enough damage. But it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do. Avoid the pole at all costs. This level is a little annoying because of the positioning of the monkeys. This next upcoming portion, for instance, is really fucking annoying. And I have enough ice cubes, so I'm going to waste it. The best thing to do here is to shoot this one and then that one. That's the best way to get past that portion without taking any damage, and it's probably the quickest way of doing it, and you only waste 2 ice cubes doing it. Alright, this is an annoying boss, and I'm going to be saving this one, because there are multiple things you can do, and I'm not entirely sure what causes him to do it. Oh, hi. This is actually not a bad place for a sugar rush, but if you're doing a run properly, you shouldn't have a sugar rush here. Oh, I cut out the music. GG. Hold on a second. Do I have any bun? Okay, I have some toaster. Alright, so I'm waiting for this to wear off. So there's 2 ravens coming up and they're going to block your path when you come down here. So what you want to do is you want to turn and fire. There. The toaster lingers long enough so that the crows will run into it and die. So this boss. Also, I'm gonna note this right here. There is a safety carrot in this box. If you need it, you might need it. So just letting you know. So this boss is kind of RNG-ish as well, and I'm afraid I might crash trying to do this. But let's try it. Okay, so you cooperate. What you want to do is bring him up here, so you can do the usual karate kick trick. You want to watch when your timer jumps. It's not doing it. Okay. Yeah. If you're standing still for I think a set period of time, he will tornado into you. And you kind of don't want it to happen because when he does his tornado, he'll send you flying backwards. Just want him to do it again, just to show it off. He's not doing it. Come on. This would be a perfect pattern. Oh, he didn't do it because I'm not happy about it. So basically what you want to do is you want to try and get him up top. So, oh Jesus. Actually, no, that's a good thing. That's the best thing you can have. Oh shit, except I fucked it up. Damn it. The best thing he can do is chase you right at the beginning with a tornado. Because that means you can just karate kick him straight away, but it's very rare that he does that. I don't know why he did it that time, he shouldn't have actually done it. Kill that guy. See if I can create that. Nope, it's not doing it. I don't know why he's not doing it. There we go. That's what you want to do, because then he's going to spit. That's him stuck. Now, unfortunately, the chances of him doing it are actually kind of low, so I wouldn't rely on that strat. But if it happens, then you've saved about 2 seconds, maybe. 1 or 2 seconds. That's that boss dealt with. Okay, so this is a level that's quite infamous because this one likes to crash. Because what I like to do in this stage is pick up a bubble to prevent myself from taking damage and just running in like an idiot. But it crashes, because bubbles are assholes. Now this jump is a little hard to make, but if you get up here, it saves a bit of time, and if you can actually stay up there, it saves even more time. So I'm kind of impressed. The game hasn't crashed, and I think it should have by now. Alright, so we're now in the final stretch. You want to bring out your toaster quite a bit, because there are ravens fucking everywhere. Another thing I should probably note is that enemies are still alive for I think 3 frames after you kill them. So you need to be wary of that. If you think an enemy is dead, he may not be if you're going to run straight forward into him. Yeah, multiple runs of this game will also increase the chances of the game crashing. It hasn't done it though. Ever since I've upgraded to Windows 7, it's actually not done it once. So I'm curious if that's what's fixed the issue. Which would be really interesting if it is what fixed it. Alright, final boss. I'm going to kill this guy twice. I'm going to demonstrate what Jazz and Laurie have to do, and then how this applies to Spaz. Now this is a little skip here. Oops, grab it here. Missed it. I want to go back in there and try that again. This isn't a DOSBox game though. This is a Windows game. Wow, I missed. How did I miss that? God damn it. Yeah, you don't want to fall in here because of the time it wastes trying to get back up. There. Okay, so what you want to do is, it's difficult to get the timing for this, but you want to try and jump up here. This saves a hell of a lot of time falling down. Also, for some reason the bottom of this metal pole does not have the swing effect on it, so you can just ignore it. The top part does. This is where you want your TNT. Alright, so in this section here, if there is a lizard that's following you, you have to kill it, because trying to do this trick when there's a lizard chasing you is bad. Because for some reason the lizards have a higher priority over the boss. So if you kick a lizard, it will count you as kicking the lizard, and then they'll basically unlock from the stun lock you're trying to do. Alright, so if you're... Yeah, I know I was marked down as one of those. I don't really care though, because I don't plan on actually doing that. Anyway. So... this boss is really weird to explain. So I'll try my best. He has 2 forms, each with their own health bar. But for some reason, I think it might have something to do with the checks on what you kill him with, but if you kill him with a gun, like I'm about to do here, just taking a while. Kill him with a gun, he'll turn into his next form, he'll be angry, and you'll have another health bar. But backing up into here, the little trick you can do to kill him even faster. So I can only assume what's happening with this trick is that it's checking the wrong flags for when you kill him. Because I think the game expects you to kill him with a gun. And nothing else. But if you bring him to 1 health, you have to be really close and watch his health bar. I think I can do 2 more shots. Yep. Okay, so you get no red left. If you butt stomp him, it counts as a different kind of death, and he still has 0 health left. So if I shoot him once, he dies. Now that is how Jazz and Laurie have to deal with it. Now, karate kicks do the same damage as a butt stomp. So all you need to, you can do the karate kick trick, but you need to keep him still, and that's why we got ice cubes. The only way he'll stay still is to keep shooting him with ice cubes. So take the hit, freeze him, and keep freezing him. And then he'll die. It's difficult to get the timing, it will take a few tries to get it perfect. But when you get it down, he dies really fast, and that's the end of the run. And I hope that clarified a couple of things for people who didn't know what was going on. There's a little extra thing I can show off though, just real quick. When the screen needs credits, and does. By credits I mean ending sequence, because this game has no credits except for when you quit the game. Alright. So this guy's second health bar actually still exists. It is actually given to his defeated form for some reason. And I'll demonstrate. So even though he just died, I can shoot him repeatedly. And it will restart the cutscene. It will keep doing this until his second health bar drops to 0. And that's how that works. That is Jazz. Jackrabbit 2. That is how you run that game. Or at least how I run the game.